Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the situation with Real Housewives of Potomac. It's going down. When you talk about plot and somebody out to get you, I was like, damn, what Monique Samuel was saying is crazy, that the ladies Gizelle, Robyn, and also Candice Diller plotted against her when she was pregnant and basically wanted to expose something about her baby Chase not being Chris. I was like, Lord have mercy. I guess it runs deep. They really do not feel Monique Samuel's point blank, period. Chris is upset, but I don't know how she held this down for 2 years and not say nothing. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. You know, you don't got no friends. Her friend Gigi, ex-best friend, coming out here and going there. I was like, Lord have mercy. And also Monique Samuel says that when Candice Diller did talk to Gigi, she talked to her for 2 long hours and they were plotting, I guess, with that situation. And then Candice Diller gave Gigi's number to Charisse, and then Charisse took the information to Gizelle, and then boom, bada bing, they started plotting to come after her. So you guys tell me what you think. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this situation. Lord have mercy.
Following year after Andy's baby shower. So prior to Andy's baby shower, I was pregnant. The rumors were circulating from Gigi, the former friend. I just said her name. I didn't even want to say her name. It's like demonic saying her name. Okay, former friend goes to Charisse. Then she ends up gathering up whatever little circle. Charisse starts spreading the message to the whole group. Candice knew about all of this because she asked her for Charisse's number, and she gave it to her. So the fact that she didn't understand how me and Charisse weren't clicking is absolute BS. So anyway, we going into the filming season. They wanted to bring all of this to the show. And one thing y'all know about me is that I don't play when it comes to my family. You can say whatever you want about me, but you're not going to involve my kids, my husband. That's where I draw the line. I was almost like this for season 4. I was about to not even come back because I was a high-risk pregnancy, and I was like, I don't want to be around that negative energy, and I'm carrying a baby. Like, I don't even want to do it. So everything was like, production didn't want to touch it. They were like, this is disgusting for her to even try to spread these rumors. This is nasty. They didn't want to even deal with it. They was like completely disgusting. But you had a few women on the show who wanted to bring it to camera. They were like, yeah, we're going to take her down and we're going to expose and put all of this stuff out there. They wanted to bring this nonsense to the show. We go the whole season. Candice brought up the former friend's name twice while we were filming. And I'm just looking at her like, wow, like really? Gizelle brings her up. None of that ever aired. Wasn't surprised when Gizelle did it. I mean, we're not friends and I already know she's hateful and miserable. So we go the whole season. Season's done. Now comes the baby. Now comes Andy's baby shower. They all get together. It was Candice, Gizelle, Robyn, and a few other people. They all get together and they have this dinner after the shower and they begin to plot on me. So apparently Gizelle starts saying that she's going to bring this to reunion and I'm going to tell people that Chase isn't Chris's. And whoever was at the dinner was basically like, well, that's not going to fly. Then Candice spoke up and said, Chase looks just like Chris. Like nobody's going to believe that. So they had to go from a different angle, I guess. So I didn't even know about any of this until Karen called me. Karen calls me and she said, I can't believe Gizelle. And I'm like, what happened? So she's like, what do you mean what happened? All the stuff she was saying about you. And I was like, what was she saying about me? What are you talking about? She's like, wait, Candice didn't call you? I said, I have not heard from Candice. I said, honestly, Karen, Candice and I don't talk like that. I was like, we talk when we're filming. I said, but when it's off season, the only time we talk is if I reach out to her. So Karen was like, I cannot believe she didn't call and tell you. I'm like, can you please just tell me what you're talking about? She said, yeah, so Gizelle is planning to go to reunion and to tell people during the reunion that Chase isn't Chris's and that you were cheating on him and that's not his baby. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how disgusting is it, number one? Like I said, you can say whatever you want to say about me, but to talk about my child Now, if somebody talked about any one of Gizelle's daughters, or even the illegitimates from her ex, she go berserk. So to bring up my child's name when you know the mess ain't true, how low down and disgusting is that? So now we have two situations going on here. We got Karen telling me what she's telling me. Nobody else is saying anything to me. So I'm just like, okay, well, we could just going to ride this out and see what happens. Candice never came to me with it. She never told me until we were about to start filming season 5. So this is coming into season 5. Candice only told me because I asked her about it. And I said, what was about this dinner, this, that, and the other? And then she proceeds to tell me the same thing that Karen says. But she left out her part in the conversation. So apparently she was actually cheerleading the whole conversation because she had talked to the former friend. So she's cheerleading and doing all of this stuff. So I'm finding out bits and pieces as we go along. And before anybody else asks and says anything about the whole fight, this whole situation had nothing to do with the fight. Absolutely not. One thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to talk about people's kids, and I'm not going to spread lies and rumors. The only time I ever talked any type of nonsense on this show that was gossipy was about Sherman. But guess what? That wasn't a lie. That actually happened. And I apologize for bringing that even to the forefront because it had happened so long ago. But one thing I will not do is tell lies on people. I will not sit back and try to destroy somebody's family. And I just don't play that. And I don't appreciate that people running around here protesting, talk about Black Lives Matter, but they sitting here trying to destroy a whole black family off of some reality TV entertainment BS because they have nothing else to talk about. So you want to keep coming after me. So when people keep saying, oh, Monique needs self-control and she's this and she's that, at the end of the day, you get to a point where you're fed up. Now, what y'all need to understand is that I spent 2 years. 2 years. It's been 2 years since they tried to start all this stuff. And I have had to be professional and work with these heifers and still show up and put a smile on my face. So when y'all sit back and y'all saying, oh, you forgave Gizelle for what she did. No, I never forgave anything. She never brought it to me. So it was left as it was. And I never forgave that. I had to be a professional and show up and do my job. And that's what I did. Now, the problem that I had with Candice is Candice was showing me a friendly face, but then she was doing some real shady crap behind my back. So now I'm confused and I'm like, wait, if Gizelle's doing this crap, I get it. I don't fool with her. She's not my friend. I'm expecting for a person who says they're my friend, who we just patched up and said, look, we're going to do better by each other. We're going to look out. I'm expecting for that friend to consider me the same way I would consider them. And that didn't happen. So that's the problem that I have with her. And while she's sitting here on live saying my child's name, which she should not be doing, but she's a child herself, so God forgive her. While she's out here trying to clean up her mess, she's throwing everybody else under the bus, and she finally actually further clarified some of the things that I had been hearing that I didn't even know were completely true. So you got Candice out here throwing crap, hiding her hand. You got Charisse out here throwing crap, hiding her hand. Now, no, Charisse didn't start the rumor, but she definitely contributed. And I know for a fact, her, the former friend, and another chick were literally on the phone at nights having three-way conversations. And they were literally plotting. How disgusting. How nasty when you are a woman who has been through divorce, who has dealt with infidelity with your own husband. And from what Gizelle says, with yourself, with the fireman. Like, what the heck? And the thing that sucks the most about it is that they all know that it's some made up BS. Now, I'm going to address something about Ashley right now. So while y'all sitting back and y'all saying, oh, you didn't do this with Ashley and you moved on with Ashley. Well, guess what Ashley did? Ashley, once we made up, Ashley told me about everything that was going on. She wasn't at the dinner and she did not want to play any parts in what was going on. And every time that a camera was in her face and she was expected to start speaking on these nasty rumors, Ashley and Michael shut the crap down. And they said, we are absolutely not talking about Monique, Chris, their children, or anything else. And they shut it down. And every time she shut it down, she then called me and gave me a heads up as to what was going on. So while y'all sitting here talking about Ashley, Ashley has been more of a friend to me than Candice on a rainy day. So what else y'all need to know? So a lot of stuff be going on behind the scene. And at the end of the day, the hate is very real. And I've been saying this, and I've been trying to be the bigger person. I've been trying to just like do my part and then take my tail home. But at the point where you start trying to destroy my family and my marriage with some BS, and they need to check the credibility of the person who they're getting this information from.
And you know what's crazy? If they had facts and like real stuff, I can't be mad at them. But at the end of the day, they knew it was bogus. They knew it was a lie and literally have no information to back anything up. One thing that I stay out of the women drama. I mean, that's their show. That's their gig. It is what it is. I try to stay out of that. But at the point when people are putting my kids in their mouth and talking about my babies, my little boy ain't even 2 years old yet, just getting introduced to the world. All right. He don't even know what's going on. And you got grown people out here plotting to damage my family and my kids. And I don't appreciate it. It's a lot of ugly mess going on with a lot of these people on this show that I know about.
There's nasty rumors and there's nasty truths.
No, it's some fact stuff that I've seen with my own eyes. But you know what? I respect people's families. So some of these people out here running their mouth, they really need to pump their brakes before I get like the dude on Why Did I Get Married and say, y'all want to tell it? Let's tell it all.
When she started going on everybody.
Yeah, no, he went on everybody. And
no, it was the wife.
No, but initially the guy.
Yeah, he sure did.
But at the end of the day.
Because she was like at the end, she said, boom.
Yeah, she had her checkmate too. But what I'm saying is, that ain't my character to be, going after people, going after their family. This is the women's thing, and I respect that. All right, all of the stuff that Monique has been attacked on, and Monique is through jabs back. It is what it is. That's their fight.
I can do fun shade all day.
No doubt. But when you bringing my babies in,
right.
Like, that's fire. And y'all some dirty tricks. I don't fool with y'all. I'm not going to play this game and roll with this show and act like everything is hunky-dory. I wish I could turn into Bruce Jenner and slap the shit out of all of y'all right now. Because that's foul. That's a baby. All right? And y'all got babies. And I respect y'all families and I respect y'all babies. Y'all some dirty people and I don't appreciate it. I really don't. I'm pissed off right now. Bringing my baby in it. Putting my baby in your mouth. Like, y'all lucky that I'm a man, because I will stomp the shit out of y'all.
And he used to do that for a living, so I wouldn't try him.
I would never disrespect y'all family. But if y'all keep taking the gloves off of me, I'm telling you, I'm going to take them all back. Yeah. And that ain't no threat. That's just reality, because fair is fair. We've always respected, even with some of the stuff that I know for a fact to be true.
We know a lot of stuff.
That could damage people's family. But I would never do that to y'all.
Even in this moment, I'm not even going to speak on it. No, because I'm not going to do to them what they're trying to do to us. And honestly, me and Chris and our kids and our bird have enough going on in this house where we can entertain for days without having to throw somebody under the bus.
That's fine, man. I don't appreciate it. So it ain't gonna be good for me with dealing with these folks.
And after all of this, now that I really know, and I heard it out of the people's mouths, and everybody quiet now, now that I really know the whole picture, you really think these tricks gonna be up in my house ever again? Karen and Ashley are about the only two people that are welcome here at this point. Wendy get a pass because I don't really know her like that. And, she's new. We'll see. We got to finish watching the episodes to see what happened. But, so yeah, like, how do you move forward from here?
I'll die.
When all of this has been put out.
Ain't dealing with her family, but at the end of the day, she's the one attacking first. I've never had a problem with Gizelle outside of anything else other than, I had a problem with some of the stuff that she's been doing to my wife. But other than that, I let it be. That's a show. They go at it. It is what it is. And I respect that. But at the end of the day, why are you coming at me? I don't come at what she got going on and that mess she got. Mm-hmm. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't appreciate the big boy comments. It's very belittling and dogging me out. And that's what black men had to struggle with for so many years. And for another black person to do it, it's pretty bad. But then Black Lives Matter. Yeah, right.
people running around here promoting black because it's popular right now. Ain't nobody buying that. It all started because y'all got 4 homes. Y'all so
I know
petty.
you should have told him you had 1 home. And
Well,
then talking about stuff like this, getting involved. But at the end of the day, you're attacking my wife's character. And when you know it was a lie made up just to hurt her so somebody can elevate themselves.
Right.
And hold on, baby. And then attacking my children, like that's the lowest of the low. You're a despicable people to sit around and plot and do that to my family. That's wrong, because I've never done that. Other people have kids, and I know true situations that I've seen, and I've never once brought that to light to try to damage somebody's family or their relationship or embarrass their kids or their wives or husbands or anything on TV. If anything, I protect them, because at the end of the day, that's what we need to be doing, more protecting. Have fun, cut up on TV, but we need to protect. It ain't about no money, all right? And it ain't about no fame, all right? People trying to bury each other with damaging lies is wrong. Even when I know factual stuff, I've never tried to bury anybody on this show. And bringing up my baby's gonna get somebody ass kicked. I'm just telling you straight up.
that's fighting words, like for real.
No, it's getting their ass kicked words. Because there ain't gonna be no fight with me. I'm telling you.
When it comes to, y'all will see the whole incident, this situation has nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. I meet energy. So when people keep asking, why didn't you drag this Gizelle? Why didn't you drag Ashley? They didn't meet me with that type of energy. So words are exchanged back and forth. I can take Gizelle and her wrinkled neck all day long. We can go back and forth. Me and Ashley had our moment. We patched things up. We've moved forward, and it's been all good ever since. So that's why. They've never tried to get in my face and fight me.